Hello there, dear viewer. Today I want to talk about something that has been on my mind lately in terms of collecting films on physical media. It appears there is a trend emerging of, get this, VHS making a return. Some of my viewers might be young enough to not even know what VHS is. And this is a technology that predates DVD. And I do have some tapes to show you in this video because we're actually getting newly produced VHS tapes, including some releases of some brand new films. The news came out quite recently that the latest Alien film, Alien Romulus, is getting a limited edition VHS tape run. So you will be able to own the film and watch it on a VHS tape. I never predicted that this was going to happen because in terms of visual fidelity, the modern discs that we have, both Blu-ray and 4K, are much better than the visual presentations on a VHS tape. As well as the new Alien film getting a VHS release, we're also seeing some reissues of classic films getting releases on VHS. I was kindly sent some by my friends at Vice Press. They have just released Dario Argento's Suspiria on VHS, and this is what they look like. There's two different versions that I've been sent. I've got this one and this one, and yes, this is the size of a VHS case for anyone who's not seen one of these before. And this new development has me asking, why is this happening? Why are people wanting to go back to this older physical media format that, frankly, in my opinion, is just inferior? Well, as we know, nostalgia is quite a powerful drug. And many people look back on their times watching VHS tapes when they were younger and when they started collecting tapes. They look back on that time very fondly, and many of the films that people first enjoyed watching on tape back in the day now don't really have the same kind of feel when you watch them restored in 4K on a brand new disc. Sometimes they look too clean. Many people say that when you watch the films of John Carpenter, for example, when you watch The Thing, or Big Trouble in Little China, when you watch those on a Blu-ray or a 4K disc, they don't have the same effect that they had when people watched them on VHS tapes back in the day, with the wobbling image and the scan lines and the lower resolution and just overall fuzziness to the appearance. I think a lot of people are wanting that feeling back because it is warm, it is enjoyable, it brings back all sorts of good memories. And I don't think anyone is saying that VHS should be the main way to watch your films. It's more of like a little side thing that you would do, as well as watching films in the best quality. Personally, I don't think I'm going to go down this route. Frankly, I can't afford it, both in terms of money and space. I also have no way to play these at the moment. I don't know, are players even still being produced by any company? Because the trouble is, if you run the risk of only relying on second-hand players from back in the 80s and 90s, then eventually they're going to run out and stop working. So surely there's someone out there making new players. If anyone is in the know watching this, please do enlighten me in a comment. Another VHS tape that I've acquired just from getting the Blu-ray is Harmony Korine's Trash Humpers. This is from Umbrella Entertainment. And yes, it's another working VHS tape, although obviously I've not tested it. What do you think of this new trend? Do you think it is just a gimmick, it's just a bit of nostalgia, or is it something that you personally are quite excited about? I know I have a number of friends in the collecting community who still actively collect VHS tapes, and not just like that one guy that wanted to get thousands of copies of Speed with Keanu Reeves. There are still so many films that got released on VHS that have never made it to another format, even DVD. So I think a lot of people are kind of enjoying the hunt for these films that you can't get on a modern format. But then again, I've seen other people express the opinion that anything that would be worth releasing has already been released on DVD or Blu-ray. If it's stuck on VHS, it probably deserves to be. That's not my opinion because, like I said, I've not watched a lot of these films stuck on VHS. But it's true that a lot of films in the 80s and 90s were made strictly to release on video, and they were just made on a conveyor belt, and I don't know if many of those films are excellent, but I would love to be proved wrong. So that's VHS. It's making a comeback, apparently. But what do you think about it? Do let me know in a comment below. If you want to stick around on the channel and get some more recommendations and reviews from me, just click the video that's presented on screen right now. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.